I got to deliver the trial. So, yeah, she has the whole country on her shoulders. It's a prideful thing. You know, Latino blood, it runs deep. But the thing about these Puerto Ricans, man, they got this power that goes with that speed and that swagger. So, yeah, she's enjoying herself in there.
Moran a moment ago, stepping up the pressure, at least momentarily. Moran Gym in the Coachella Valley, up little bits of expertise all across the United States.
I don't know if you guys caught that from Lozada, but she waved an invisible red flag, inviting La Torita, the little bull, to actually come at her and play the matador.
Shows her confidence, and she has absolutely no respect for Moran, none whatsoever. She's actually showboating in her pro debut.
Showmanship from Lozada. I love that.
Good combination there from Lozada. That left hand came right down the middle. The right hook partially blocked by Moran. Now Lozada is posturing in front of Moran. Hands are hurt. Moran in serious trouble here in the third.
It was a left uppercut. That was a left uppercut. She was trying to learn from the first round. Got her hurt now. The knees
legs are out. Legs are out. Moran has no legs.
Just 10 seconds for Lozada to work with, but it might not take much.
This is where I say we need that extra minute.
And Moran will escape the round. Pro debut. This is the last round, okay? Great.
Beautiful shot because the shoulder opponent doesn't see it coming. The legs were out, and then he followed up with a right hook. Beautiful shot.
Not only that, but look at how she looks like a veteran. Moran ties her hands, so she decides to just go at it, keep working, because she knew she had it by her hair.
We'll see if Denise Moran has been able to recover during the minute break. Actually, Lozada had her in a world of trouble at the end of the third. Sends a rocket of a left hand right down the middle again. She is all over Moran in the opening 20 seconds of the round.
What a pro debut by Ashley-Ann Lozada. I mean, sharp. I mean, every punch is thrown with technique. Technique, with power, with speed. Explosive shots by Lozada.
And for someone who admitted a couple of weeks ago that she was a little bit nervous for her pro debut, we're not really seeing that.
Not at all. If she had any nerves walking into the ring, they're gone. Total dominance from the first bell. I love the fact that she went for the jugular, but she didn't lose her structure at all.
Moran still trying to fire back with those right hands. She's going to need something big in this final round. Huge uppercut once more from
Lozada can't miss with no punches at all, but not against the quicker hands and the accurate punches of Lozada.
I mean, Lozada even adding the baseball windup in the Roberto Clemente themed kit before those uppercuts.
And she's feeling herself. You can tell that she's switching back from orthodox to lefty, just like she is right there with her feet. She's very comfortable.
Her footwork is flawless. It showed during the Olympics, in the Olympic trials. And then again, she spars with boys and men in Puerto Rico, so that has added to her arsenal.
Three consecutive three-punch combinations there, Sergio.
And not smothering herself, Corey. That's the thing, not smothering her power. This is something you normally don't see from pro debuts. Fighters that are eager to impress and go for the knockout. Lozada's smooth. She's comfortable. Man, this is a hell of a pro debut by Lozada.
A sparkling pro debut for the newest member of the Salida Promotion stable. Ashley-Ann Lozada making noise in her first professional outing. That is a tough night for Denise Moran. Again, we mentioned it. You have to jump into the deep end pretty quickly in these weight classes. And for someone like Moran, when you get the call for an opportunity like this, you take it. But we see what the risks are.
There's levels to this, no doubt. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from what Denise has done in her career, but there's levels to this. And Ashley-Ann has actually paid her dues, even though she walked away from her career for a little bit to pursue her career in general, besides boxing. But that just helped her commit to the sport itself.
Coming up on February 15th, Jack Catterall will take on the unbeaten American Arnold Barbosa Jr. in a final eliminator for the WBO Super Lightweight World Title in association with Golden Boy Promotions at Co-op Live in Manchester. That's Saturday, February 15th, live right here on DAZN. All smiles for Ashley Ann Lozada. As you mentioned, Claudia, it's been quite the journey for her. Her mother essentially created the boxing ecosystem in her hometown. They basically built a gym and then were training in public parks, paved the path where there was none in order to get to this point.
And actually, the mayor took a look and said, we need to create a space for her. That says a lot to the type of talent that she brought in at a very early age.
Same could be said for Denise Moran in terms of blazing your own path. But again, it's on the wrong end of a tough matchup here tonight against Lozada. They will be celebrating in Corozal here tonight as we await the official decision. Lozada embracing her advisor, Mark Taffet. Of course, the advisor of Claressa Shields as well. Lozada in the right place in terms of the development of women's stars. We'll see the biggest of them in our main event a little bit later on. Let's make it official. Let's send it back up to Thomas Driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges, Patrick Schmidt, Luis Delgado, and Rose Gross, are in agreement. They all score it the same, 40-36. Your winner by unanimous decision and successful in her professional boxing debut, Ann La Máquina Lozada.
So the 9-time Puerto Rican national amateur champion, Ashley Ann Lozada, is now 1-0 in the professional ranks. And boy, for someone trying to make the case for fast-tracking in the pros, that is quite the introduction.
You know, there has to be a lot of confidence fighting undefeated fighter in Moran, 3-0. But Lozada, like you mentioned, they have a lot of belief in her. And now I understand why. I mean, she had the footwork, she had the quick hands, and she showed power. She hurt an undefeated, tough fighter in Moran with that uppercut, but every punch was coming through. She wasn't overloading on shots. And then off balance, not smothering herself. These are all things that a professional veteran does. Normally, eager fighters right after that land shots like that, they go for the kill. Now Lozada kept her composure, kept her distance, kept her range, didn't get the knockout, but it was a flawless performance.
Well, Claudia, Ashley Ann suggested earlier this year that she might still stay in that Olympic cycle, maybe pursuing the 2028 Olympics. Of course, we'll see what happens there with boxing, but I don't know. I think she's finding her footing as a pro pretty quickly as we take a look at the CompuBox numbers.
And look at that, 40% of her punches were landed, 145 were thrown. But let's not forget, now that pros can actually participate in the Olympics, she already knows. She's got a lot more experience. And that's one of the things that she lacked walking into Paris. So let's think about the possibilities. Being honed and trained and worked, now making it to Los Angeles, possibly, we don't know. But she could actually sweep her division, no problem. With this type of experience and the commitment, I have no doubt.
Ashley Ann Lozada in the win column in our opening contest. It's still to come, our main event between Claressa Shields and Danielle Perkins, the undisputed heavyweight title on the line. Plenty of action still to come. Let's send it back up to Emily Austin.
Thanks, Corey. Well, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia will once again be center stage of the boxing world as we get set for Beterbiev Bivol 2 on February 22nd. On an absolutely stacked card, including fascinating heavyweight tilt between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. DAZN is getting you closer to the action with our latest series, DAZN on the Ground. Check that out.
safety first.
Yeah.
Let me say hello. My name is Joseph. Nice to meet you. Hold on tight.
Yeah.
Camera's not going for it.
Well, imagine this ring, okay? Can't be touched, can't be stopped. Oh.
Hold. Okay.
I wasn't even looking. My eyes are closed. I'm going to be 100% on fire, on point. Give me the ball right now.
All right, we're go find it.
Now making his entrance to the ring, Tyson Fury. Still undefeated, still undefeated.
Arthur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, undisputed light heavyweight title fight. Daniel Du title. I mean, the fights go on and on. Carlos Adams versus Hamza Shiraz, WBC middleweight title. Virgil Ortiz Jr., Israel Madrimov, WBC World Interim Super Welterweight title. This card is absolutely stacked. You have Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith, WBO lightweight heavyweight title. I mean, Chris, I want to talk about Dubois Parker. Dubois is coming off of not any knockout against Anthony Joshua, but now what Ring Magazine deemed knockout of the year. How will Parker break his confidence coming into this fight?
Oh, Joseph Parker is also coming into this fight with a boatload of confidence. That's what I love most about this particular matchup. Both these guys are proof that losses do not define you. At different points in their careers, both of them were effectively left for dead. Decision really derailing Wilder's chances of facing Anthony Joshua, at least for now. Then he comes back in his next time out, takes 2 knockdowns against Jay Li Zhang, and winds up outboxing one of the most feared guys in the heavyweight. Overseen by Andy Lee, who has done a phenomenal job as his trainer in recent fights. That really has been a great story. And Joseph Parker.
We shall see, and that is all coming up February 22nd, where you can buy this stacked pay-per-view now on thezone.com. All right, let's get you set for our second.
Well, from one Olympian to another in our second contest of the night, Carolyn Bear, who represented Canada at the Olympics. The film at one point was ranked in the top 5 in the United States. Carolyn Bear looking to get into title contention with a victory here tonight. She's 2 fights from it, but Bear looks to be back in top form after her most recent fight, but she'll have a tough assignment here tonight against the hard-charging Carmen Martins.
I really like what I see with Nair because she has solid fundamentals. Great left hand, educated left hand. It could be a straight jab, it could be a left hook, left uppercut, but all the fundamentals are there. Whenever you've seen an Olympian,
Vargas dropped a decision in a spirited battle against the undefeated Hannah Rapp, but her performance that night would go a pretty long way to helping change her trajectory.
And now let's welcome to the ring, Caroline Sweet Pluma Bear.
Stars of the Canadian amateur boxing system for years, having won gold at the 2015 Pan Am Games and placing 5th at the 2020 Olympics. In 2022, Bear officially left her Olympic dreams behind and turned pro. But 2 fights ago, suffered a shocking loss to the 6-5 Joanna Chavarria in Naculpan, Mexico. Bear says that she struggled with the Mexican altitude and didn't feel like herself in the ring. Last time out, Bear looked like what is likely her real self, scoring a near shutout decision over former world champ Gabby Bouvier here in Flint. And with another win here tonight, says that she hopes to aim her.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with 8 rounds scheduled, and it will be for the vacant WBA Women's Intercontinental Featherweight Championship. Brought to you by Salida Promotions, sanctioned by the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission, along with the World Boxing Association President Gilberto Mendoza Jr., Supervisor Nori Gill. Luis Delgado and Rose Lascende. Our referee in charge will be Ansel Stewart. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. She comes to the ring wearing sky blue trunks and weighed in officially at 124 pounds. Coming to us from Houston, Texas, she brings a professional record consisting of 5 wins, 2 defeats, and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the fighting pride of H-Town, Carmen Vargas. And her opponent across the ring, back with red and gold, and weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds. A native of Paris, France, she is now from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and has a professional record of 8 wins with just 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current WBC International Featherweight Champion, Caroline Sweet Blue
eyebrows.
Okay, boxers, you received your instruction in the dressing room. You know what I expect.
Bear's going to be able to target that nicely, you know, even on the back foot with that check hook, just like that. If you're going to be stationary like Vargas, you got to be jabbing. You got to be jabbing your way in. But notice how her head is in the exact same place. No upper body movement from Carmen Vargas.
Big ring here in Flint for Carolyn Bear to work with here tonight as she places a nice right hand to the body and then pops the head back of Vargas with a nice jab. Everything working for Caro Bear.